Hi, Judy. It's such a nice day here today. I feel guilty for being in the house. Thank you for sharing, Judy. We're going to do a beige and black ribbon first, and then we're going to bump it up and do some fun colors, some fun spring ones. I'm using the Easy Bow Maker. We're just going to do 2 loops of these on each side, and then we're going to Hi Jean, hi Maxine. How are you ladies today? We're going to put one, or I'm going to do this one next. I'm just going to put one of these in. I love this one because it's got some sayings on it. Like, Southern, Sweet Tea, Bless Your Heart, Magnolia, Cute as a Button, Fixin' To, Lord Have Mercy, all the Southern sayings. Hi, Millie. So this one would be really pretty on a everyday wreath. Oh, Judy, you'll be ready for a nap. Just going to do 1 loop on each side of this one. Actually, you remember how I told you, see, I don't want any of this to be upside down on one side? So I'm just going to show you what I do. So I'm going to measure my ribbon tail. That's the ribbon tail. So what I'm going to do is measure out my 6 inches on each side. I'm only putting one of these in, but I want to make sure that that's 6 inches. So I'm going to put this in so that I don't have these all go the same direction, if you follow what I'm saying. Oh, there you go. You're nice and busy. It's way too early for us to think about planting any of our outside flower beds, because here next week it's going to be, we're going to do 2 on this one with the black in it. Hi, Shirley. So next week we're supposed to be freezing again. Yes. We usually don't until after Mother's Day plant our outdoor beds here in Iowa, because it just don't pay. I'm going to do 2 on this one. I fluff mine as I go, you know. That one down, this one down, that one up. We want to have all of our pretty ribbons showing when we're done. Hi, Myra. Okay, the next one I want to put in is just this horizontal stripe. And I'm going to go down to 5 inches on this one. And I'm going to put 2 in on each side of this one. Thank you, Jean. Okay, I'm going to borrow this one from that one I'm going to use. Now we're going to put in a small black stripe, and this one is a vertical stripe. So we've got horizontal on top of vertical. And I'm going to come down about another inch, and I'm going to put one of these on each side and make my center loop. I'm going to come in with my zip tie. And I keep this tight. Well, I've never had a zip tie break on me before, so that's a new one. Hi, Kim, welcome. You guys, when you come in, if you say something, I'll be able to see you. Otherwise, Facebook hides you on me. Oh, and I almost tightened that too tight before I got my pipe cleaner in there. I like to say hi to everybody that stops in. Okay, that's tight. We're going to cut our zip tie off and do a little fluffing. If you guys don't have the Easy Bow Maker, I suggest you get one. I think it makes the prettiest bows. And it's really simple, easy, and fast way to make a bow. I love the ribbons that this bow maker makes. I said ribbons, I meant bows. Hi Darlene, how are you? So here's our first bow today with the blacks, the beiges. So when I store mine, I have a big box of bows because I list them. So I store them, I roll all of my ribbon tails up so it doesn't take much room. And it keeps them nice and pretty. So when you take them out of the box, all you do is just give them a little shake and your ribbon tails are all curled for you. And you can cut these down to whatever size you like. I keep all of my ribbon tails at 16 inches. And those of you that have just joined me for the first time, I'll show you what these look like on a wreath. Okay, so this is what they look like on a swag. I can't see what you're seeing. And this is a bow just like I made here, only with 3 different ribbons instead of 4. And I'll show you what they look like on a wreath. This is one that I did the other night. So you see how pretty those are? The way the tails just curl up on a wreath. So let's move on to our next bow. We're going to do pink and black. So I'm going to start out with a pink gingham check. And again, 16-inch tails. And this particular bow maker has 1-inch measurements on each side. So there's 8 inches on this side and 8 inches on this side, and it's marked every inch. So we're going to do 6-inch loops. So I just bend it at the 6-inch mark and put it through. Hi Ellen, welcome. We're going to do a patriotic ribbon next, or bow, because it's coming up on that kind of season. So once you've made your loops, you want to keep the right side of the ribbon up. So again, I'm going to do 2. This is a real nice textured gingham check. So next, I'm going to put one loop on each side with this one. I hope I have enough. I should. I'm going to put this Harlequin black print in there. And I know you're thinking, oh my goodness, what is she doing? But you'll see how pretty this is. And I'm going to keep this one at 6 inches also. Okay, and next we're going to go in with a kind of a plaid pink. So we're mixing up all kinds of patterns, but we're keeping true to our colors. And this one is going to have 2 in it on each side. And then I want to use this narrow black again. And we're going to come down to 5 inches for our narrow. We're going to have 2 on each side for this one, and we're just going to do another small stripe. Now this one is going to be another stripe, but we're only going to do 1 on each side and our center loop with this one. Get my now when you do the center loops, you're going to have your last tails on the same side, and after we get this all tightened down, then we move it over. Let me get that ribbon tail cut off. pull this off. I'm going to pinch this tight. Put our pipe cleaner in. Just flip that around. Oh my goodness. We're just going to give this a little fluff. You notice I pull pretty hard on these. See that center hides my zip tie that I've tightened it with. I'm going to pull this one tail over to the other side. Now, when you want your tails to curl, all you have to do is just run your fingers down both sides of them, and they curl just fine. See how those are curling? That's it. So there's our second bow today with the pinks and the blacks. Now let's do a patriotic one. This is going to be busy because it's all patterns. We're not using any solids in this one. So I'm going to go with a red, white, and blue stripe. And I am going to do 6-inch loops. And I'm going to do 3 on each side with this one. See how I'm just kind of working and forming them. Now with 3, this one's just going to go straight across. Thank you, Millie. Thank you, Maxine. Well, hi there, Emma. Okay, next I think we're going to do the plain red and white. No, I think we better go with this one. I want to break up the stars in that with my... Okay, see what my mistake was going to be? Because then I was going to have this one would have been here, and then this one, and then this one. So I want it to be the opposite this way. Thank you, Janice. Welcome. So we're going to go with this one next. And we're only going to do 2 of these. on each side. Thank you, Carla, for sharing. You guys, I need to go get me some more pins. I'm running low. Or use up my ribbon and get them back in my dish. That'd probably be the smarter thing to do. Now, you guys have a choice of how you want to make your ribbon tails. When I'm using this one, I like to, unless I'm using 4-inch ribbon, I like to cut them at an angle and not do the dovetail. You could do either one you want. I like mine cut at an angle. Put our polka dots and stripes in. And I'm only going to do one of these on each side. So we've gone down 3, 2, 1. That needs to be a little bigger. Right. I was so excited that we were going to get up to 73 degrees today, but not until 4 o'clock. I can't wait till we wake up at 70 degrees. Okay, I'm going to do 2 loops on each side with this 1.5 inch, and I'm going to bring them down a little bit shorter, and then I'll do my center loop with this one. I love the 4th of July holiday, but when I was a kid, it used to bum me out that after the day was over, we'd be, think the day was never going to get there. But then after the day was over, I always thought, oh gosh, not very much longer and we have to go back to school. Remember when you were a kid doing those things? We used to go to my Aunt Marge's house. She lived on a big, kind of an acreage. She had a lot of acres there. And my grandpa would bring my parents were very young when I was born, so I have memory of my great-grandmother and grandpa and all of my great aunts and uncles on my dad's side and my mom's side. And I just remember that Grandpa would bring that redwood ice cream maker that you had to crank, and they would all sit out underneath of the shade tree, which was where the big tractor tire thing for a sand pile thing, play sand thing was. We'd sit on the edge of that tire and have to crank the ice cream. And nobody wanted to do it. None of us kids wanted to do it. So we all steered clear. But if any of us were in trouble, that's where we had to be. And who knows, we could have gotten in trouble for just about anything. But yeah, if you walked by, Grandpa or one of the great uncles would say, "It's your turn." Oh gosh. Do you guys have neat memories of your 4th of July? I'd give anything to be turning that old stupid crank, to have those guys all back with us. I lost my grandpa when my oldest son was 6 months old. It was devastating. I was the first grandchild on both sides, so I was very close to all of my grandparents, actually. I would spend all of my summers with them. I learned how to garden, how to can, how to cook. And every summer, my grandma would go spend a week with my Aunt Janet, who lived out east, and I would stay with my grandpa. And sometimes it'd be time for the garden to come in, and it'd be him and I freezing and canning. I was a teenage drama queen, too. I was a very picky eater. And my grandpa always had to have a poached egg every morning. Well, to me, that's like eating raw eggs. And, of course, I hate eggs. Always have. Thank you, Mary. I'm glad you like your Easy Bow Maker. I think it's the quickest way to make a bow. Isn't that pretty? I love this bow. I love this ribbon combination. And see, this one wasn't even red, white, and blue. It was just a regular. This is what I had left over from Valentine's Day. But it goes well in this one. Kind of breaks up that red, white, and blue a little bit. Okay, so there's our third bow today. Now let's change it up a little bit. And we're going to do just a 3-ribbon bow here. And this is a cute little ribbon. It's got a dragonfly, a bumblebee, and a snail on it. Okay, and so I'm going to pick up the blue in this one, and I think we'll pick up the pink and yellow and black. So I'm using some of the same ribbons for a couple of my bows. I gotta pound my peg in. This is gonna get loud. Sorry, guys. I should glue that in. I always forget about it when I got my glue pot on. Okay, again, 6-inch ribbon tails. And we're going to do 2 in this one on each side. Might as well just get those the way I'm going to end up with them. That's such a pretty blue. I don't know, I think I might even call this a cornflower blue, maybe. I really like it. Okay, next I think we're going to go in with, let's pick up that yellow. Let's go in with a plain yellow, I think. Let me see. Maybe I want to... Let's see what I want to do here. Let's think about this. So I know I'm going to have this one on top. And I think I'll have the black on top. We'll just do a loop on top. So I know I want to pick up the yellow. Let's use this one for the yellow and not the solid. We're going to get crazy here. I'm going to set this aside. I want this one on the bottom, and I'm going to do 3 of them. See, there's no such thing as a mistake when you're creating. You can change your mind anytime you want to, and it's easy fixes. The more you make the bows, the easier this gets for you. And picking out your color combinations, don't be afraid, just mix or match. I've seen some that I thought, oh my goodness, I can't imagine putting those together. And when they're all done, they're just so pretty, I just can't believe it. So take those risks on the colors and the patterns. In this day and age, everything is art. Okay. Now watch this. Ta-da! I just stuck that right back in there, and if you weren't watching close, you'd have never known that I messed up and didn't start off with the right color. Right? Okay, I'm going to come in here with 3 of these. I'm going to drop these down to 5 inches. So we're mixing up solids, plaids, and of course all of our colors. Okay, now let's come in here with our black stripe. That'll make that bumblebee stand out, you watch. I'm just going to do, I think, 1 on each side. Maybe I'll do 2 on each side. What do we do on those? We did 3. We're going to do 2 on each side of these. Oh, let's do a center loop. what I did with this black ribbon is I tricked your eye, and I'll show you when I pull this off. It makes your eye gravitate to this bumblebee in here. Marty, it all depends on, do I have ribbon that is stiff, kind of mediocre, what I'm putting it in, what styles I like. I don't know, I don't really think I have a rule of thumb about how many loops I put in. I try to change it up. I either start out with 2, go to 1, back to 2, back to 1, or I'll start out with 3, 2, 1. This one I did 3, 2, 3, 2. It's just a matter of preference, really. Okay, let me finish fluffing this, getting my tails all down here, and I'll show you how that makes your eye want to look right at that little bumblebee. Just going to finish fluffing. See how it just draws that bumblebee out for you? Okay, one more today. Let's do let's do this one, and let's see. Okay, we're going to start out with the green stripe. I think it's in there now. I love this lime green color. I use it in a lot of my stuff. When I'm making grapevine wreaths, I always make sure I have a little bit of lime green foliage in, as well as the dark greens. Because this is just like black, it makes the other colors pop a little. Okay, I'm going to do 2 on this one. Okay, now we're going to put our solid yellow in. And we're just going to put 1 on each side. This is a pretty yellow color, you guys. Now, we're going to go in with our plaid, which has the yellow, the green, and the hot pink. And we're going to do 2 on each side of this one, because we started out with 2. So we've got a stripe, a solid, a plaid, and now we're going to do a polka dot. Now we're going to come in and play with the hot pink in here. And we're going to do 1 on each side, and we're going to make a center loop. No, I don't think this, I don't know. You know, I'm not familiar with the terry bow, to be honest with you. I'll have to research that. This is just how I do my bows. Sometimes I do 3, 2, 1. Sometimes I do 3, 2, 1, 2. Sometimes I start out with 2 loops on each side, then I'll do 1, then I'll do 2. I honestly think I honestly think I've heard the term terry bow associated with the pro bow. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But I'll find out that answer for you before I am on again. I'll look it up. Okay, I'm just giving it some fluffs. This is a cute little bow. Thank you, Maxine. I don't know that I've ever made one of the terry bows. I don't know, I could have and didn't even know. Okay, isn't that cute? That's a darling little bow. Now I'm going to have to make something to put that on. I think, because I think this is one of my favorite combinations. So, today we did several different bows. They're all a little bit different, yet they're a little bit the same. I don't know, I'm pretty partial to this one too. I like that one a lot. I don't like the black and the tan. I just love ribbon. Ribbon is my thing. So here are the combinations of all the ribbons that we did today. So I hope that it helps you in picking out your ribbon combinations. And, you know, really, ladies, there's just no wrong. You just have to think about, okay, so for this ribbon, I looked through my ribbons and this one caught my eye. So then I started playing off of, okay, let me pick something with the 3 colors. And then I had some in my hand. I had several of the greens and I had several of the yellows. And I decided I wanted to go with the stripe of solid, the plaid, and the polka dot. So the different combinations, you want to keep your color scheme in mind. So on this one, I knew I wanted to work with this one today. So I used a plaid to pull out the yellows. I used a solid to pull out this funny blue. And then I used the black to play off the bumblebee. On this one, I just like the combinations. I wanted to use this one that has all the Southern sayings on it. But I wanted to break up all of this beige a little bit. So I have a tan and white beige. I have the black polka dot and beige, a stripe, and then the black stripe. And that is very tasteful together. This one, I just like the contrast of the pink and the black together. So I used a gingham plaid, a harlequin check, another one in pink, and the horizontal stripes. So in this one, I used what everybody was using for Valentine's Day. I threw that one in to break up all of the red, white, and the blue. And I think this is probably one of the prettiest patriotic bows that I have seen anybody making lately. I love this combination. It's bright. And it's not so busy that you don't understand what you're looking at. So I hope that helps you all to be able to pick out your bows and your ribbons, but they're fun, and just don't be afraid. Do what pleases you. I mean, I know that there is probably somebody that's going to watch this video and say, oh, why would she put black with pink? But it pleases me, and you know, I guarantee you somebody's probably going to buy this. You can't please everybody that you're making bows for. You can, you know, if they want you to make bows for them, just make sure that, you know, you're pleasing them. You know, if they tell you that they want purples or whatever, well, change up the patterns of the ribbon a little bit. You have to stick with somewhat with what they want, and if they have seen one of your ribbons that they like, then you can work around that. And but in picking the ribbons, you have to be able to visualize in your mind, what is that going to look like when I'm done? And believe me, when I first started doing the bows and things, I was seeing some ribbon combinations that I was like, I don't know about that. And lo and behold, when it was all done, it was so pleasing to the eye that pretty soon I'm ordering that ribbon. Here's another combination that who would have thought, now this one's been bumped into a ton, but who would have thought on this one? So I've used, see this one here? I just picked up the colors in that and brought it all throughout this bow. And see, I have run into this like a gajillion times because it was hanging on the back of my door. And it just doesn't matter. I can fluff it right back out. But this was another one that you wouldn't think that these combinations would go well. So I hope that helps you all. Thank you, Cheryl. So So I'll see y'all tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening probably. And we'll make something pretty. I think I better make another wreath. A grapevine wreath tomorrow, I think. I might do a big oval wreath tomorrow. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me. And I hope that you're all having great weather today and you can get out and spend the rest of your afternoon outdoors and get a little bit of that vitamin D that we all need from winter. Oh, we all had such brutal winters. But anyhow, thank you so much for joining me. You know, I love each and every one of you, and I pray for many blessings for everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow evening. Bye, you guys. So tonight we're in the kitchen chatting. I'm making dinner. We are making, it's pasta rosa, and in the South they have a grocery store down there called Publix, and they do this recipe with scallops, but I'm not a scallop fan. Hi Judy, hi Shirley, how are you guys? So I switched this up a little bit and made this my own recipe. So tonight we're having shrimp with Alfredo, some fresh Roma tomatoes. The pasta I'm using tonight is bow tie pasta. It takes 8 ounces of that. So I'm going to go ahead and dump this. I'm going to salt my water because my water is boiling. And I'm going to just dump my pasta in and let that be cooking while we're chatting. So, I'm using Roma tomatoes. You need 4 of these. And I'll show you how I do them. You cut them lengthwise. I section mine in 4. And then we're going to want to take the seeds out. We don't want these seeds in there. So I just bring my finger down these, and that's what it looks like. So I take all of the seeds out of my tomatoes. Hi Kathy. Hi Mary. We're having pasta with Alfredo sauce on it, shrimp with fresh Roma tomatoes and zucchini. If you guys live anywhere near your Publix grocery store, they call this pasta rosa, and they their recipe calls for scallops. Personally, I think scallops and Alfredo sauce is a little too sweet for me, so this is what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to get my saute pan heating. Also, they sell a lemon herb butter. I don't have that, so I am going to make my own with a little bit of 2 tablespoons of butter and a little bit of lemon juice. I didn't have fresh lemon there. I didn't buy them because they didn't look good. So I'm just going to dice up my zucchini next. We'll let our butter melt, and then we're going to add our spices into that. Hi, Sue. That sounds good, Cap. You know what my favorite thing is? I love to go to Olive Garden, but I never order an entree. I have soup, salad, and breadsticks, and I order their Alfredo sauce to dip my breadsticks in. How bad is that? I figure I can do that because I'm having soup and salad, but oh well. Okay, to my saute pan, I am going to add a couple cloves, equivalent of a couple cloves of garlic. And I'm just using the jar of minced garlic. And I'm going to add some red pepper flakes. I don't know, about a half a teaspoon of them. Give it some spice. So we're going to just let this saute up a little bit. Get in that good butter and lemon juice. Turn my pasta around. Okay, so if you can believe it, I come home from work and Brian says, I said, I'm making pasta on a live tonight, and he says, oh, he says, well, I really don't want to eat anything tonight. I had a late lunch. And I'm like, okay, but I already promised I was doing this, so I guess we'll heat it up for tomorrow. I'll be all the farther ahead. This is a great recipe to come home from work and do because it doesn't take very long at all to do it. Okay. So to this, we're going to add the zucchini. Let that get soft. And you notice I did not chop this real small. You know, when I was younger, I worked for a family of Italians, and you know how they are. They take up all your time when you work for them, and they like loyalty, and I'm a real loyal person, so that just worked out really well for me. But anyway, Sunday dinners were spent at my boss's house, and I learned how to cook a lot of things. Hi, Pam. Thank you. So I'm just going to chiffonade this. And all that means is rolling it up and slicing it thin. Because in the very end, we're going to put the basil in. And we're cheating on the Alfredo sauce tonight. I like to use this Bertolli. And we're only going to use 1 cup of this. So we're just going to let our zucchini hang out and get soft. I love zucchini. I like to bread it and fry it for a little snack. I bread mine. I dredge it in flour, then egg, then panko. I like the zuppa, whatever that is. The one with the bean and the, I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. Hi, Jean. As soon as my zucchini starts to get soft, I'm going to add my shrimp. Now I'm picky on my shrimp, and it's really hard being up here in the Midwest and going to the grocery store and getting good shrimp. But this is Patagonian pink shrimp, And they only had one size to get, so pasta fazool, that's it. That's my favorite. I do not like minestrone soup. Because I don't, some things I like to mix, but I only like my certain combinations because I'm a picky eater. Hi, Deborah. Welcome. Now this recipe will serve 6 people, and how I usually serve it is my pasta goes in a bowl, and then I have a platter, and my salad goes on the plate. And I like Caesar salad when I have this. Now I don't want to have my heat up too high that I burn my garlic, because there's nothing that tastes worse than burnt garlic. So we definitely want to be careful with that. So I'm going to just turn this down a little. And zucchini cooks quick. I don't like my zucchini to be mushy either. Yep, I agree. I agree with you, Mary. Okay, so Kathy had Alfredo. What are the rest of you having for dinner? I'll tell you, the one thing I miss about living in Florida is the Publix grocery store. Oh, Judy, that sounds good. Hi, Myra. We had tacos the other night. I made this for our friends that live in Colorado once, and now I have to make it every time they come visit. Oh, I'm a green bean girl. Kathy, my mom likes the chicken nochi soup that they have. I'm not a fan of theirs. They put something in it that I don't care for. I don't know what it is, but it tastes good the first 2 bites. And then my taste buds are tired of it before I ever get it finished, I think is the deal. You guys are going to die when I tell you what I've been craving. Chili dogs. I think we might have to have those tomorrow night. Just plain chili dogs. you, my zucchini is really starting to get soft. Let me see what my pasta's doing. It's getting there. I'll tell you guys, I don't know if you guys like salads or not that just keep for the week, but I'll take the bow tie pasta, boil it up, and slice up some cucumbers, chunks of cucumber, and regular tomatoes, and you can add onion in it if you want, and olives, whatever you like to put in a pasta salad. And then Olive Garden salad dressing is fabulous, just poured over that. We keep it in the fridge, and it goes with sandwiches or whatever you want to have, fish, chicken. Okay, I'm happy with the progress on my zucchini, so now I'm going to add my shrimp in. I've washed it and then shelled and deveined, so I don't want to overcook my shrimp either. I am going to add my last tablespoon of butter in there. Okay, and while my shrimp is cooking, I'm going to add in my tomatoes. Can y'all see this okay? Bring you over here. This is a pretty dish. It's all the Italian colors. Red, white, and green. Just going to let that cook. Let my tomatoes get soft. My pasta's close. Let's see if I missed any comments. Oh, I know, Mary, especially, you know, like, I live in Iowa, so we always have sweet corn, and we always say knee-high by the 4th of July on our corn. We're usually harvesting our corn right about the time that 4th of July rolls around, so we always have sweet corn on the cob. And that pasta salad goes really well with it. And I'll just tell you, half the time I won't even cook a meat when I have that salad and our corn on the cob. Oh, you guys, this smells heavenly. Okay, I'm going to add my basil in now. Let that marry up with those tomatoes and that zucchini. Got a little liquid in here, so I'm not worried about scorching my basil. That's another thing. Don't scorch your basil. It'll make it bitter instead of sweet like it is. Okay. So now I'm ready to just dump in our Alfredo sauce. A couple turns around. I don't measure it. I just kind of eyeball it. How pretty that is. Just going to let that cook a little bit. I think our pasta is done. Let me drain that and bring it over to add in. And I'm not worried about any of the liquid all draining off. It doesn't matter. It's starchy to make the Alfredo even better. So I'm just going to let this heat up a little bit. I don't have my heat on high. Let these flavors marry in a little bit. Lastly, we want to put some Parmesan on. Ideally, if you could grate your own, that's better than buying this shredded, but yeah, we're always in a hurry. So, I give you the recipe, but I'm afraid of copyright, so what I'm going to tell you to do is go to PublixAprons.com, and the recipe name is pasta rosa with scallops. And you can put the scallops in if you want, or you can substitute the shrimp like I have. Jean? This white, I don't order anything Alfredo except the sauce to dip my breadsticks in. But this doesn't get old on your tongue after the second or third bite. Hi, Donna. So anyway, PublixAprons.com, and you can sign up for their emails, and they will send you recipes every week. And they're always this quick to do. The one thing I like about the public grocery stores is they have a refrigerated section, and then they have a lady that's demoing. I'll put this up so you can see my face. They have a lady that's demoing these recipes, and they change. There's like 5 or 6 recipes every month that they will demo. Everything you need, right down to the bottle of spices. Exactly what you need is in this refrigerated case. So if you like what they're serving, you just go over, get the recipe card, and right there is everything you need. I love that. Let me put some of this in a dish so you can see how pretty that is. And like I said, I usually put mine in a bowl. So look how pretty that is. So, again, you can substitute the scallops if you want to in this recipe. I can tell you it's heaven. He might not be eating tonight, but I might have to have this small dish tonight. Anyway, I hope that you all will go to the Publix website and download their recipe because it is fabulous. Hi, Vonda. So, and very easy. You saw how quick it was. The only thing that I had done was a few tomatoes that I had seeded, and I had my water boiling. And here, we're not even on a whole hour. So, easy dinner. Easy to do after you've worked all day and want to come home. And, you know, there's nothing better than homemade anything in my book. So, anyway, I'm going to say goodnight. And, oh, I got most of my t-shirts in my Etsy shop. If you like the vertical cross, I've got a Jesus, a faith, a blessed, and well, trust. The vertical crosses on the t-shirts, I think they're fabulous. And a couple other ones in there that are really inspirational. And I think you'll like them. So go check those out in my Etsy shop. And I'll see y'all tomorrow at 1 o'clock for Bow Saturday. Good night, guys. Hey Judy, how you doing? Hi Karen. Hey Sherry Lynn. Said hi to Sherry Lynn, and Siri thought I was calling her. Oh boy. So let's get started today. We're going to do a real pretty, simple bow for our first one. We're going to use the, I call this an ocean blue color, and yellow. So, oh, thank you, Karen. Oh, you guys, we're so up and down with our temperatures. So, the last few days, hi Shirley, I've been enjoying the, wearing a jacket, a light jacket or a heavy sweater. Good, Judy. Glad to hear it. Hi, Aurelia. So today it's cold and windy and back to winter coat weather. Ugh. So quite a few of the ribbons I'm using today came from the Wreath Shop, which is another place if you don't have a tax ID. I'll post my link for that after the video is done. And all the details on where the ribbons come from. So again, I'm going to just do a 6-inch loop on each side. Hi, Tracy. Hopefully you can see. Let me put this down. Hopefully you can see at this angle better. So I'm going to do 2 loops on each side. Then I'm going to do 1, and then I'm going to do 2. This is just going to be a real simple bow for our first one starting out today. I'm using the Easy Bow Maker. I love this bow maker. It's real simple. Well, I love my Pro Bow too, but this one I like the looks of the bows and the long tails. I'm doing great, Tracy. So, the Easy Bow Maker, if you're not familiar with it, has the markings so that it's all nice and easy for you. So it has the 2 center pegs. The 2 tall dowels are for wired ribbon bows. Hey, Cheryl. Snowed in. I'm so sorry, Cheryl. Hi, Ginger. So, the 2 tall ones are for wired bows. The small peg and here is for like hair bows, no ribbon or no wires. And then the dowel to hold your ribbon in. So you can see here it's got markings on each side of my center pegs, and they're in 1-inch increments. So you'll see I did a 6-inch bow loop. That's why I love this thing. Everything is just measured out for you. Ginger, I hope you're doing well. So I've got yellow in my daisies on this one, and the blue background matches this. So I want to pick some of that yellow up. 16-inch tails. I'm measuring 8 over here and 8 over here. Put it in, give it a twist, and see how pretty this ribbon just lays. And again, I'm going to do a 6-inch loop, but I'm only going to do 1 on each side with this one. So I'm not twisting it because I want it to be up there. So I want the right side to be up. And I'm just going to cut that off at an angle. It's your choice if you want to dovetail. Yes, this is 2.5-inch ribbon. You want to put your 2.5-inch ribbon on the bottom of your bow, and as you build up to the top, you want to switch it up to a 1-inch ribbon if you want to. Now I'm going to do, my next bow I'm going to use 3 2.5-inch ribbons and 1 1.5. And then I'm going to have one that I'm going to do nothing but 2.5-inch ribbons with. I'm going to show you all the combinations. So, you know me, I like to mix and match my patterns on my ribbons. So, these patterns do not match, but the colors, the combination of the colors match. And again, 16-inch tails. And I'm going to do 2, and I'm going to bring these down to about 5 inches. So just move your loops to the side so you can see where you're measuring. I give it a twist so you see that the wrong side is up now, so that I can bring it back, and my tail will be right side up. Okay? Okay, Shirley, glad you stopped in to say hey. So I want you to notice something else. These are where my base, my bottom. So I've got those spread out pretty well. I only used 1 of the yellow to pick out the center of my daisies. And I have that one nestled in between these 2. That's another reason why I like this easy bow, and it's really, if you're just starting out to make bows, this is very easy to learn. So now I'm going to do 2 loops on each side with this. So I'm going to want these, they're shorter than this one, but I want these to be down on each side so that my yellow hangs out. You'll see. So let's continue. One more loop of these, and then I'm going to do a center loop so that I can cover up my zip tie that I'm going to use. And I'm using black zip ties today so you guys can see easier. You just want to give about 1 or 2 inches on that center loop. Now you'll notice my tail is going to be, both of the tails on the 1.5 are going to be on the same side of my posts, okay? So I'm going to take a zip tie. I'm going to use the black one so you can see them well. Okay, if you notice on the zip tie, the head of this is raised on one side. You want that to be down, because when you bring it together, you're putting it into the flat side. You see that? Flat, or raised side, flat side. So I'm going to slide this in right up next to my center post. Okay? I'll turn this. Poke this down. Get it started until you start hearing the clicks on the zip tie. Okay? Then I'm just going to, I think I'll cut this ribbon tail off before I go any farther. Okay, so now I'm just going to take it off, hold it tight. You don't want to lose anything. Get it started going tight. Then I'm going to stick a pipe cleaner in here so that I'll be able to attach this to whatever I'm working on. Okay, just continue to tighten it as tight as you can. Thank you, Tracy. We're going to clip this off. We don't need it. Now I'm just going to hold it by these pipe cleaners and fluff this out. I'm going to try and hold it with my left hand and fluff it with my right. It's backwards for me, but I want you guys to be able to see how easy this is. So the first thing I want to do is take the ribbon tail that was on the other side and bring it so that it's flowing this way. Okay? I want to pull down on my ribbon tails, get those going. Then I want to come back and get my center loop covering that zip tie. Do you see the zip tie down in there? Just going to bring that over. And again, I'm going to make sure I had this pretty much shaped before I ever took it off the form. So I just want to make sure that my bow and because I tied that so tight, I can just pull and tug on this all I want to. So there's our first bow today. It's pretty. Love these colors. So let me show you how to store them. If you're going to practice, you're going to have lots of them sitting around like I do. I sell my bows in my Etsy shop. So I keep these in a big box until they sell. So I just roll all of my ribbon tails up. Just like this. Now if I was going to make this and just put it in the wreath, all you have to do is just run your fingers on your ribbon tails and they just curl right up. But because I store these, this is what I do. So when they get these in the mail, they just pull them out by the center loop, give them a shake, and they're ready to go on their project. Last year at Christmas time, I made a really big bow for a lady who was giving a car away, and so I can make some pretty big bows. Okay, So this is how it goes in my box, just like this. And when they pull this out of the box after it's been shipped to them, all they do is just pull it out of the box by the center loop, give it a shake, and it's ready to go on a project. Because I use such nice quality ribbons, always, 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 that's the key to a nice looking ribbon, is good quality ribbons to start with. Okay, let's put this one over here. I always use quilt pins to keep my ribbons in order. Quilt pins have the large pin head on them. Alrighty, let's move on to a new ribbon. Okay, this is my next combination. You know how silly I am over pink and green. So this is our next combination. This is a pink with green rickrack in it. This is darling. Makes me think of my grandma. Hi, Maxine. Okay, and again we're going to do a 6-inch loop. Actually, we'll do a 7-inch loop, okay? Let me remeasure this. I got myself sidetracked. Okay, we're going to do a little bit bigger bow because we're going to use mostly the wider ribbon. Oh, Jennifer, thank you for stopping in. We're glad to have you. We meet for Bow Saturday every week. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty big bow. We're going to start with 3 7-inch loops. And I'm just going to get these up here and then I'll shape my bow. I shape my bow before I ever take it off of here. I think I'm going to have to make a wreath so I can put this bow in it because I really like this one. Okay, our last one we don't twist. Hey, Lynn and Donna, welcome. And the more you put in here, the harder it is to keep your posts together. Sorry, I know that was loud. Okay, so again, I've done 3 loops this time. I make my X, and these are just the bow tie right straight across. Let me cut my tail. You guys would have laughed at me. I was picking out ribbons this morning, and I got my thumb stuck in one of the center holes. Couldn't get it out, and I thought, I'm going to just have a paper cut all the way around my thumb. We're good, Donna. How are you? Okay, so today I want you to pay attention to what I got going on here. I've got kind of a argyle plaid, I'm going to say, all the same color. But I've got stripes, I've got squiggle lines, and polka dots going on here. But even though I have all these different stripes and polka dots and plaids and things, the color combination still ties them all together. So I'm going to come down to 6 inches and I'm going to do 2 loops with my polka dot. And I don't want this one next, I want my green next. I'm glad I'm paying attention. No, I don't. I want this one next. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot that I was putting the polka dot 1.5 inch up there. Tomorrow is my last day of my 30 days of lives. This went by quick, didn't it, you guys? Just seems like I just started. Thanks for sharing, Jennifer. Hey, for those of you who haven't signed up for my contest, this is my anniversary month. Please go to my page and click on the anniversary celebration giveaway and go sign up. Tomorrow or tonight at midnight, the contest ends. I'm giving away a wreath of your choice out of my Etsy shop and a box of ribbon. Okay. So this is just going to be an X. Bring this one down. Thank you, Maxine. I enjoyed it tremendously. Thank you, Miss Judy. I guess that worked out pretty well too, didn't it, Judy? Because you've been on the injured reserve list recuperating, so at least it gave you a little something to do. Thank you, Karen. You guys are all just such loves. Alrighty, let's get our green in. We're going to pick this up out of the rickrack. Hi, Christy White. Again, 16-inch tails. And I'm only going to put one of these in. So we started out with 3, we went to 2, and now we're going to go to 1. 1 loop on each side. And we're going to keep these at, we're going to drop this down to 5. Okay? So a little bit shorter than our 6. It's going to be a pretty big bow. Alrighty. Now let's put some little bit bigger polka dots in here. But smaller ribbon. Okay, and we're going to do 2 loops on each side and a center loop. "16-inch tail." Now you're going to notice that my pegs are pretty far apart right now because of all the ribbon that I've got in this. So don't get discouraged, because this is going to slip up and down and up and down, and it's not going to stay in the center, but you can always go back and put it in the center. Okay, I'm going to leave these about another inch shorter So now we're down to about 4 inches. And again, I want 2 of these on each side. Yeah, Donna, I don't know exactly what it is that they're talking about, but I heard that too. Anybody know what it is they're taking away from us? Okay, now I'm going to make my center loop. Okay, I'm just going to tighten this until I hear my clicks. And sometimes it's just, the more ribbon you have in there, the harder it is to get this all hooked up. I think I got it. So I'm going to pinch this tight, make sure that, there we go. I'm going to get my pipe cleaner in there before I tighten this up anymore, if I can. I'm going to turn that a little. See how thick that is? Just get it as tight as you can, because the tighter you get this, the prettier you can fluff your bow. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and clip that off. I'm going to cut my ribbon tail here. Oh, this is so pretty, you guys. And again, I'm just trying to make sure that my bow is seen. Each one of the loops is seen easily on each side. Pull all the tails right straight down. And there you have it. So there's our second bow today. Let's move on to our next colors. Thank you, Judy. I'm kind of mellow on my colors today. I haven't put any outrageous combinations together, have I? Okay, let's do a simple navy blue. Okay, this one is just going to have the different they're all going to be 2.5-inch ribbons. Sherry Lynn, They're all going to be 2.5-inch ribbons, but they have the stripes and the chicken wire and polka dots. So we're going to go back to a 6-inch loop on each side. I'm going to do 2 on each side. Actually, it's easier to do it the other way I did this. See how I'm kind of shaping it before I ever move on? This is heavy, heavy ribbon. I love the looks of this. I would be willing to just put this single ribbon bow on a wreath. Okay, let's put some of the chicken wire ribbon on. And again, this is from the Wreath Shop. This one would make a pretty blouse. I'm going to stick with 6 inches on this single one. Well, Cheryl, you're not alone. We all know they're going to take something away, but we don't know what it is and what all it's going to affect. I have a feeling if they started notifying us in November, we're all going to be crying in our soup. We didn't realize what it was. Well, if you notice in this very first one, okay, there's cream here, there's white polka dots here. I don't know, I just love it. It's working. Okay, we're going to drop this down to 5 inches. Just a little bit shorter. And we're going to do 2 on this one on each side. And a center loop. Well, I'm funny about mixing cream and white too. It's not pleasing to my eye either. However, when you're using different prints and things, it makes it easier for us that have a problem with it. I agree with you, Sherry Lynn. Okay, and again, I'm going to have both of my tails on the same side for that last one. It's a little more difficult to get your tail to switch over when you're using the 2.5-inch ribbon only, but it can be done, and you'll see. You just need to have a good quality ribbon that you're working with. rid of those. Okay, let's pull this off, keeping it pinched tight. I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. I'm going to put my pipe cleaner in and get it real tight. This is very, very stiff ribbon, so you have to really tug hard on those. That's why you want to make sure that you get your zip tie really, really tight. Oh, Donna, thank you. Hi, Nancy. Okay. See, isn't that pretty? Very simple. This would look really pretty with some sunflowers. It'd look really pretty with the metal chicken, because we're using the chicken wire here. I put this in a country wreath. So there's our third one today, and we're going to do a couple more. We're going to change it up a little bit, and we're going to do a crazy red. So we're going to do 4 ribbons in this one. Thank you, Donna. So this one is going to be 1 2.5-inch ribbon with 3 1-inch ribbons. So I'm going to start this out at 6. And I'm going to do 3 loops of the red dot to start us off. 6 inches on each side. Okay, I'm going to give this a little fluff. Get them where I want them. Don't you love this red and white dot? So bright. Okay, so the next thing we're going to put in is this larger plaid. And again, this is all reds and whites. Now, I'm going to drop all of these down to 5 inches. And I'm going to do 2 on each side of these. Oh, I love this ribbon, you guys. It's so nice. See how that happened? Went right back. Okay, and the next one we're going to put in is going to be our solid. It's just a solid kind of a burlap with white stitching on the edge. Okay, and I'm just going to do one of these on each side. Again, staying with the 5 inches. This is a nice, clean looking bow. Last week I did quite a few of the red, white, and blue. Okay, now we're going to do a gingham check. Thank you, Regina. Thanks for joining us today. I do bows every Saturday. Okay, so same thing, 16-inch tails. And I'm going to do 2 on each side, and I'm going to keep these at the 5-inch mark. And then we're going to do our center loop with this one. Hi, Vanessa. I'm great. How are you? Okay, now I'm going to make my center loop. I'm going to put my zip tie in. Get it started till I hear the clicks. Well, I did exactly what I keep telling you guys not to do. I had my zip tie backwards. Kept thinking I should be hearing clicks. Hey, Janice. Okay, keep a tight hold on it. Get your zip tie towards the back to tighten it. Stick your pipe cleaner in. Get it as tight as you can. Cut your zip tie off, and we're ready to fluff. You can see all of my different ribbons in my loops. So there's our red, white ribbon today. We've got 2 different plaids in there. We've got a solid, and we've got a polka dot. Just take your fingers and curl your ribbons. Okay, one more today. This one is going to be pink and yellow. Okay, I'm going to start out with, I am going to start out with a pink plaid. We're going to use 4 different ribbons today. For this one, 6 inches bow loops on each side. I'm only going to do 2 on this one, on each side. So I've got 3 different kinds of plaid on this one, plus a daisy. I hope I have more daisy ribbon. I think I do, but I can't be sure. Probably still in a box. Okay, and we're going to stick with 6 inches on this one on each side. And we're only going to do 1 on this yellow. Now we're going to use our pink, and I can tell you right now I don't have enough of this one. I wasn't paying attention. Let me see if I can find another roll of this. I can't, but no worries. We're going to do something different. We're going to use this. The pinks don't exactly match, but we're going to get outrageous. I could have sworn, I know I have another roll of that because I keep that much. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and do 2 of these. Won't hurt anything. I liked my other one better, but oh well. Now you see what happens when you're in the middle of projects and you have to improvise. So even though this is hot pink, but I have bubbles in here with the light pink on that plaid, so it works out. It's just little bubbles. Little bubbles. Okay, so let's put this back in there. So we're at outrageous with our colors and choices here, I think. We'll put that back in there. You'll see, it'll turn out fine. We're going to tie it all together with this next plaid. I'm going to add another element into this. I think we need to brighten it up with this yellow. So we're going to add 2 more of these. Oh yeah, that helps to tie it in. We had 1, so now we're going to do 2. Losing my peg. Okay, now we're going to put our final one in, and it's going to be a 1.5 inch plaid. Boy, this is bright. So we're going to use this one for the last one. Tie all of our colors in, the green, the yellow, and the pink. And we're going to do just one of these on each side in our center bow, or our center loop. Get my zip tie in there. Get it started. Boy, this is a big one. Lots and lots of pretty colors in this one. I like it. Okay, there's our final bow of the day. Pretty pink, yellow, and green. So I hope you enjoyed the day with the ribbons and the bows, and you have a little more understanding of how to tie them all together. All the different patterns with the color combinations. Thank you, Judy. I love to make bows. And I love that sometimes I can just walk by my bow box. I'll be looking for a project for a wreath, and I'll walk by my bow box and I'll think, oh, I like this one. And so then I just create the wreath around it. Gives me a little inspiration. So I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. It's my Friday at my main job, so when I get home at 1 o'clock this morning, I'll be celebrating. So if anybody has any questions about the color combinations that we did the red, the blue, and then this kind of ocean blue color, and yellow today. That's a sweet little bow. Thank you, Judy. You guys all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow's Sunday and I'm off. I don't remember what time I scheduled the live for tomorrow, but I know I have a family commitment tomorrow, so I'll see y'all tomorrow. And go get your daily entry into the contest. If you haven't already, check out my pin post for Higgy Ann's Design Studio, where I go in more in-depth on how to teach you how to do floral arrangements. So check it all out, you guys. Be sure and sign up for the contest. It ends at midnight tonight. So I'll be drawing the winner out on Monday. So good luck, everybody. God bless you all. Bye. Hey, Ginger, how are you? Okay, so I've had this box for 2 days, and I said, I went in, hi Tammy, I said I am not opening this box till I have time to do it on a live. So I'm going to do it today. This is my very first FabFit box, so I'm going to tell you what I think of it before I do any recommendations. So let me cut this open and let's see what we got. I had a friend who is absolutely thrilled. She's absolutely giddy every time her box comes. So, let's see what we get. Oh, we have a magazine. Oh, Venus Williams. Isn't she just a beauty? Love her. So anyway, I guess it's talking about some of the things in my box. Okay. We get a $50 gift card for HelloFresh. Oh, you guys, this looks fun. Oh, we have a water bottle. Oh, that'll be great for hubby. He drinks a lot of water, like he's supposed to. Purifying face cleanser. Hi, Aurelia. Hi, Regina. Well, I think I'll have to take the thing off to see how we like this. Oh, you guys, this smells heavenly. Tula Probiotic Skincare. Wow, that smells fabulous. I'm going to like that. And this is a leave-in conditioner for your hair. Okay, I could use that. Hope it smells good. I use Boss de Gaulle on my hair, and because it's all natural products. He's a wonderful guy, by the way. I like his products. His mother passed away from all the chemicals. She was a beautician, and his mom passed away from cancer that was from all the chemicals that she used in her shop. Hi, Regina. And so he created natural products that have no carcinogens in them. And so I started using his shampoo, and I really have to tell you, I love it. And then he's got a, oh, guys, I wish you could smell this. Oh, it's so nice. Yeah, so far I'm saying 100% on this FabFitBox, and I'm not even all the way through it. Oh, that smells so good. Leave-in conditioner for your hair. Let's see what else we got. This is mandarin orange and bergamot body lotion. You guys lotion people? I am. That smells rather lovely. Yeah, Tammy, don't you know? So anyway, the great thing about Boss de Gaulle is, I think he's teaming up with Cancer Centers of America. And, okay, we all need this, especially me. I have terrible bags. No More Baggage, it's called. It's ID Puffing Gel. Okay, so I'm going to definitely test this out. For sure, girlfriends. No more baggage. Oh, my Lord. What else do we have? So anyway, he has, it's called Hydrovital Mist. And I don't know if y'all are aware, but when you do chemotherapy, you get, because it's poison, and your body doesn't know what to do with it. So you break out with this acne all over your body. And especially for young teenage girls that are going through chemotherapy, it's devastating to them. They've lost their hair, now they have this acne. So anyway, he sends a lot of this Hydrovital Mist. Oh my gosh, I want to eat this with a spoon. This is called Champagne Charcoal Scrub. It's an exfoliant. I think it's for your whole body. Ah! It is. You guys, that smells so good. Can you imagine what I'm going to look like with all this gray on me? Hi, Sarah Lynn. So anyway, if you're looking for a new hair care regime, just because of all of the wonderful things that he does, Boss de Gaulle, the collection. And then he's got the cell renewal that helps to rejuvenate hair follicles and nerves. It's a nerve generator. It's really absolutely fabulous. What the heck is this thing? Oh, this is a essential oil diffuser. Oh, cool. Wow. Love it. I guess you put it up in here. Let's see what we got for essential oil. Unplug. Ginger, are you still on? Are you still doing the doTERRA? Ah. I've never done essential oils. Have you guys done essential oils? I have not. This is called Unplug. Okay. This is day 28 of my 30 days alive. I think I'm going to just inhale this stuff on day 31. Nah, I've had a good time. Okay, let's see what else we got. I've never used them, Tammy. I think I might have to get with the program. Everybody else does, I know. Hi, Shirley Miller. Seriously, you guys? I'm so out of it. I'm going to have to get with the program. This is sunglasses, you guys. You know, I have worn glasses since I was 5, I think. 5 or 6. And my vision got so bad that I wasn't able to correct to 20/20 with glasses. So I decided that I would do LASIK. And I did it, and it was $5,000. And then I got cataracts. And it undid all the LASIK. So now I have my first eye done, and they botched it. I couldn't see distance anymore. And so the second eye, this is how the Lord just is so up in my life. So they botched the first one, and I'm just beside myself. And they said after you have cataract surgery, you have to have the readers and all of that. So lo and behold, I don't wear anything, and I see just fine. One eye sees distance, and one eye sees up close. So I don't need anything, any glasses. God is just so good. So let's see. And one of the most exciting things about that was I always wore glasses my whole life. They were always really expensive. And I was $2,200 in one eye and $2,400 in the other eye. So blind and double blind. So, and they were thick. So I always had to buy the real expensive lenses to try and get them down to this thick. And so anyway, the most exciting thing to me was to go buy a pair of sunglasses off the shelf. No, I don't know about these. Those are kind of big. So anyway, overall, I think this is a great box. I think that, I think I'll continue with this. Like I said, I'd like to eat this with a spoon. It smells so good. So I'll let you know. I'll try all these products out, and I'll be letting you know. So far, yes, I think it's worth it. This is the spring box. And I'll get with the program and get me some essential oils. I'll get all educated on that. Okay, let's see what we're going to design today. We're going to use this planner. This is from Michaels. Hi, Karen. So we're going to use a yellow planner, and we're going to put some pinks and yellows in. If you've noticed, I've been doing several of the smaller arrangements, like this one, getting ready for Mother's Day. So, and you remember the little chair that I did? Those have been really, really popular. So I've got 3 orders of those to do, but I got to get some more chairs. So let's get our larger items in. We're not going to put a lot in this one, but some. Let's see. Don't you love these? It's just a pale cream color with the pink centers. So, yeah, I think that's about the right height. Thank you, Angela. I'm going to get myself educated on them. I need some pick-me-ups, let me tell you. I'm going to get my larger pieces in. Now see, this one is cream, This one is a light pink petal. I love these. These are from Michaels, by the way. I like to make them just wind around. I don't want them to be too far over the edge. Put over. I think I'm going to put 5 of these in. Maybe more. We'll see. Oh, Sherry Lynn, I'm so sorry. Michael's is one of my favorite places to pick up a few things. I like some of their containers, but overall, I like my Hobby Lobby a lot. Okay, let's get some yellow in there. And I'm going to do some hydrangeas around the bottom. I mostly shop at Hobby Lobby for Design Studio because it's got a larger variety on stuff. Oh, those are precious little yellow blooms. I like those. And I really like the way these leaves do. Those are pretty. Hey, Deborah, welcome. Y'all getting ready for the weekend? I have to work tomorrow. But I'm off Sunday. Sunday and Monday this week. Hi, Angela. I want to get some of these white, I don't even know what to call this stuff, status, I guess. I'll put a few of these in just to break it up a little. I'm going to put some of these in lower, just because. Wow, Sarah, you're lucky. Hi, Alice. I'm going to go ahead and use all of these in my design. Oh, you have Joann's too? See, Joann's is quite far for me, but I like shopping there. You can get some good deals on Joann's stuff. Okay, I've got it pretty framed out here. We're the same amount over This is a sweet little piece. This would make a really nice Mother's Day gift. Hi, Judy. How are you feeling today? Said a special little prayer for you, Judy, on your sick tummy. You know, I'm going to really lighten it up a lot. I'm going to put some of these, I don't even know what you call these, but I like them a lot. No, Sheila, they never usually do. I just had it all prepped before I started. I should have waited. Hi, Susie Q. Good, Judy. Are you taking antibiotics? I thought about that because antibiotics kind of give me a sour stomach too. How are you doing, Suze? Did you enjoy your time with your mom? This is a pretty light and airy arrangement, you guys. So this is a beautiful hydrangea that had the yellow centers, so I thought it'd be pretty to put some in down along the bottom. And this one is going to be real giving. So what I like to do is cut it apart and just pick up little pieces for here and there. Oh, Sheila, thank you. That always makes a gal feel good when she's tired, and that is so kind of you to say. I love what I do, you guys. I absolutely do. Okay, so this piece was both up. So I'm going to bring one this way and one this way, and I'm going to put my leaves back on wherever they fell off of. If I can find it. I think it's right here. Yep. So I'm just going to put a pick on that, and I'm going to put that in. Let's see, here's the front. So I think what I'll do is just frame this right down in here. Just like that. So I can still see the flowers here. And then I have one long piece in this that I'm going to put a pick on. And I want this one to be coming up out of my arrangement. And I left this space right here on purpose. See that hole there? It's for this. Whatever I put down low, I try to put up high. I'm going to put a couple more pieces of this coming out of my pot down low, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to fill in with some of my hydrangea. And again, this one's got a fork in it, so I'm going to just kind of get it in there. Kind of lost that one off of there, didn't I? I love using these philodendrons. They get kind of finicky. Just have to pop it back on. The only one thing, like I told you, I had cataract surgery and my eyes see differently. I can't thread a needle. Can't do it. Oh, that's cute, you guys. I want to get a good piece of this to go in the front. Sheila, my pick machine I got at Hobby Lobby. So here's what I did. For Christmas last year, not this year, last year, I asked for Hobby Lobby gift certificates or gift cards. So I used my 40% off coupon because they're $259 at my Hobby Lobby. They're different at other prices around the country, I've found out by talking to others. But here at my Hobby Lobby, it was $259. So I used my gift cards and my 40% off coupon. Now, unless you can find one on eBay or somebody's getting out of the business or whatever, there's no cheaper way to buy one than going to Hobby Lobby and using the 40% off. And that's what it's called, is a steel pick machine. And this is the name of it, Steel Picks. And I use the 2.5-inch picks. Now you've got choices on that too. This is just what Hobby Lobby stocks, but you can buy these on Amazon if you want to. If you have Prime, and you can get free shipping. That's just my preference. Okay, I want to put a little piece of this right over here in this corner, just like that. Okay, I need another couple of pieces back here and another vine of stuff. The sides and the back have to be as pretty as the front. Let me see. I don't need a very big piece, but I want one that's got 2 on it. There we go. You too, Sue. Say hi to Terry. Okay. Now remember how I told you that if we put it down low, we got to put it up high? So I'm going to work on putting together a few pieces of this on a stem. First thing I'm going to do is get a few of these together, and I'm only going to put one in, and I'm going to put it right here behind that one. So I'm going to get these together. Let me get a long pick. The only downside to the pick machine, I can tell you, is, well, welcome, Kathy. Glad to have you. Well, there's my Betty Olson. I'm good. So, the only downside to the pick machine is when you get a stem that's really thick and you want to put several of them together, it won't do it. So, you always have to wrap them up and tape them. Get my floral tape. So I'm just going to keep wrapping this pretty good. And you're not really going to see this, so it's no big deal. I just want to make sure that nothing's going to come undone on me. No, Sherry Lynn, the flower stem cutter this does not cut. I'm going to show you what it does. You buy these picks. This is what they look like. They come, you don't want to take this plastic wrap off until you get it in your machine. Okay, so see this side is concave a little bit. Can you see that? It dips down. That's how you put it in, because you're laying your stem in the middle of this. And then the machine comes up and it wraps these prongs around your stem. So this end is very jagged, so it stays in your foam better. Now that I've done that, I'm going to show you what it looks like when I get it picked. Let me see if I can zoom this over here. Okay, so this is where your picks go. So you bring one up by pulling the handle forward. You lay your stem in here, and then you press this down really, really hard. So this is what it does. See, those prongs are all wrapped around my stem, and this has the jagged edge. Okay, so I want to put this in up here because we have it all the way around the bottom. I'm not going to put a lot in. I'm just going to put this one in. Right here where I put my vine coming out, I'm going to come in here with this. If you put it low, you should put it high. So just one piece of that makes this whole thing a little more cohesive. Okay? So I've got all the flowers in here that I want to have in here. I've got all my filler in. The pot's yellow, so I've got a little yellow up here. I don't have any yellow down around the bottom except for the centers of my hydrangea. So I've got the vine, the philodendron around the bottom, so I have a piece coming out at the top. So I'm not done with this one yet. Remember I told you that I was working on Mother's Day things. So what I want to do is put a few pearls in, because pearls remind me of Moms. Thank you, Alice. So I'm just going to put a pick on the bottom of this and put these in places. And you can buy these at Michael's in the bridal area, over by on the back side of the flowers. They have all the creams and whites. Look what that does for it. That says Mom. Decided what I'm going to do tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's both Saturday. Tomorrow's Saturday already. Woo! Okay, I want to get one more, but I want it to be taller. So I'm going to take this to be really, really tall in the center, so naturally I pulled the whole stem off. See if I can put it back. Probably not. Bummer. I want to put this back on with some floral tape, and I don't have white floral tape, so I guess it's really not going to matter. Not going to see it. I try to do something, a little pop of something in all of my designs if I can. A little something different. There. That's all I needed to do. And this is a real stiff stem, so I won't have to worry about it. Just going to give them a little spread. Try to find the front. I want this to be cut off shorter, a little bit shorter. Don't need it that long. There we go. Put some more glue on that, put that back. There. So, this is our arrangement. We've got all the pretty little pinks in there, different shades of pink. We've got some cream. We've got our pearls in there. That's a sweet little arrangement. This is what we did in Design Studio this last week. This is a big one. This is 30 inches tall. But I have all kinds of different things in here. We've got some little gnarly pods and feathers. We've got feathers in here. This is a sweet arrangement, and it's on a candlestick. So you can be learning how to design fabulous things like this in Design Studio. And I try really, really hard to buy florals that you all can, all these things are interchangeable. So I try to buy florals that if this doesn't go in your home and you want to keep this and not sell it, then you can swap out the colors. So this was a fun one that we did. My design style, how I teach, I use pipe cleaners. So I've got brown and white and red and green down here. So I'll tell you how long to cut the stems and where to put them in relationship to the pipe cleaners that I use. I make it very, very simple. So if you're interested in learning floral design, on my page is a pin post for Higgy Ann's Floral Design Studio. It'll take you there to get signed up. It's $19.95 a month, and we do 3 designs with the supply lists. I shop at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, Walmart sometimes. I have a couple ladies in there that live far away, so I always try to help you do that. So anyway, we'd love to have you in there. I've got to go to work today. Thank you, Betty. So I'll let y'all know how my FabFit Fun Box, how I like all the products that were in there. And go sign up for the contest if you haven't already. We're down to a day and a half left on the contest. I'm giving away a wreath of your choice out of my Etsy shop or a box of ribbon. The first winner will get a pick, but I am giving 2 things away, the ribbon box and the wreath. So go get signed up for that. Share the contest. Get your daily entries in there. So I love you all. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all tomorrow at noon for Bow Saturday. Bye, guys. Hi, Judy. So this is a wall pocket that I did for my mom, several years ago, and she gave it back because she doesn't have room for it where she's at now. So I'm going to redo this for me, and I'm going to use some of the same flowers that I had in it for my mom, which was some, I don't know what you call these, but they're this purple and green. So hi Kathy, or Karen, I'm sorry. And so I'm going to use these, and she's got some cherry blossoms left over from it that kind of has the same. And some of these were in there. And just some white. I think this is called sedum. So, and then I'm going to add some more of my things to it. So, I'm going to go ahead and start putting these in. And this is kind of a tall one. Everybody have a good day today? So you see how tall this is going to be. I'm going to put some of these down lower. I'm going to try not to string my glue all over the front of this. I got my fan going on in here because, oh my goodness, it got warm today. I'm going to go that way. This is so tall, you guys. Hi, Mary Jane. Welcome. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Donna Sue. Hi, Norma. How is everybody tonight? Okay, so I'm going to add a few pieces that I've picked up at Hobby Lobby. Try not to clip my tags off. Alabama and Georgia. Well, I'm in Iowa. We had such a beautiful day today. I've had the house open and getting that old stale winter feeling out of the house. Y'all know how that goes, right? I'm so sick of hearing that furnace kick on. Thank you, Donna Sue. This was my mother's, and she gave it back. So I'm repurposing. We used to have this little wall curio that we got at, it was a home interior wall courier. And it was really expensive back in the day. And we called it Old Ugly. It was kind of a wicker thing. And my mom and my sister and I passed that thing around for 25 years. When one of us would redecorate or something, we would say, oh, I know what would look really good right here. So whoever had it would bring it and donate it back. It was funny. We got to be pretty good about passing that darn thing around, I'll tell you. We laughed. And then one year my mom is crazy. One year Mom sent me a package, and it had this gaudy, ugly Christmas pick on it. And so I ended up naming it the family heirloom. And so my mom and my sister and I would pass it around, and so the year that I got it, the next year I put it on my sister's package, and then the next year my sister put it on my mom's package from her. We just had a good time, and we still have it, and we still do that to this day, and I bet it's probably been 30 years. Do you guys do stuff like that in your family? Just get crazy? Okay, I like those. Now I want to put a couple of these lilies in. Hi, Monica. Welcome. Well, we've always lived apart from each other, and so, you know, we just had to make the best of it. You know how that goes when your family is all spread out. Hi, Vanessa. I cut that one off way shorter than I wanted to. No fear. Oh, Norma, I love it. A coconut. I love that. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Janice. Oh, I'm so tickled to see you guys. Just want to bend these where I want them. Let me put that up a little better. You can see it a little better. There you go. Now then I can come back and I can start putting in some other pieces. Can't feel. There we go. I don't know. I think I might want that one to be a little bit shorter. Okay, let's fill in with some of our other things. I'm going to put some more creams in here too, you guys. These flowers I got in Tampa at, oh, what is it called? Van's Baskets. And that's where this came from. And these flowers and the lilies came from Hobby Lobby. Hi, Teresa. Glad you made it. I really do like the colors in this. Well, I did it. I glue all over the front. You guys take stuff apart that you have at your house and redo it? Or do you just leave it as it is? Oh, do I ever have glue all over me? Hi, Pam. I'm going to put some eucalyptus in this too. I just am not sure which color I'm going to use, whether I'm going to use the green or I've got some purple. No. You know, this stuff isn't cheap to buy, so, you know, if you like the basic parts of something, it's always good to take it apart and redo it. I'm going to put one piece of this in, and I'm going to kind of see if I can get it cut apart. I don't know. There, I did. Okay, I'm just going to put this in and I'm going to bend this around the way I want to. I'd take it apart, but then everything's going to be too short for what I want. I'm going to put this right around the corner from my first impression wall that I decorate for all the holidays. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I think that I can shove that down in really pretty far. We'll see. We're going to hope that I can. I might have to just take it out and do without it if I can't. Go, buddy, go. There we go. I don't know, you guys, if I like that in there. I'm thinking no, that I don't, because it's cramping my style here. Well, maybe I like it. I'm just going to put that one in. I think it'll be fine. Oh, so this is a beautiful thing. You know how I like low, medium, and high on things? I did it. And I know it's off to one side, so I'm going to take and pick out the top part of this, I think. And I'll just have one up here on that one side. Hi, Karen. But I like adding this brown stem in here, so that makes me really happy. Another little color. Oh, that nestled in there just nice. Okay. So, I'm going to put in a couple of these because there's 3 on each one. Hi, Melissa and Lynn. Just moving stuff around and putting it where I want it to go. Okay, I want to get a piece in over on this side. So it's going to have to go back here. I can get it in there. That's perfect. Okay. Now then, oh, what do I want to put in there? This is a Hobby Lobby item, and it kind of reminds you of feathers, but it isn't. I like using unique things. I'm going to turn this because I want this to go in the back. I like that there. That's pretty. Okay, I can get 2 pieces out of this. So I just want a little bit up front here. So I'm only going to put 1 in up front. 1 small piece. Boy, that just adds to it now. I just like that. There! I don't want to do another thing to it. I'm going to make sure I've got stuff hanging over. It's the same on both sides. If I can get this back off of there. Yep. So, that was a fairly simple design. I like that a lot. So, I don't have anything that vines down, which this desperately needs. So the next time I'm at Hobby Lobby, I'll find me some vining things that'll come down. Got glue all over it. That would be the only other thing I would suggest, is to get something that vines down. So you get the idea of what I would be going for. I just don't have anything at the moment. I need to restock. After my 30 days of lives, I need to take the time to go shopping. Definitely. So I'm happy with this. basically. I just have to put my vining things down, and I'll probably do some kind of a grapevine to come down. So, thank you, ladies, very much. So, I won't be on until I'm going tomorrow's my Monday, same as yours, and I'll be going to the night shift. So, I'll be on at noon this week. I won't be on tomorrow, but I'll be on Tuesday. Oh, thanks for the hearts, you guys. So Tuesday, I don't know, we'll find something fun to do on Tuesday. But you all have a wonderful week if I don't see you back on Tuesday at noon. And let's see, I can't think of anything else. So, oh, I'm in the process. I'm going to spend the rest of my evening getting new listings in my Etsy shop. I've got all of my bows listed, all 30 I'm working on. So good night and God bless you all. Bye.